Let's do that. That. Hey, Jaji, how you doing? Yeah, that's like $15 or something. I'm like, I can't complain about that. Just doing a couple of things on the computer. But I just opened up this box here, and there's a couple of promising things. And that might be a bit silvery. This thing is crazy toned. David Carlisle, thanks for coming in. Kay Titus, good morning. How's everything going over there in the land of the rising sun? So I kind of want to open these up first, but I'm gonna wait and see how these go. But I figured, what the heck? I'm having some coffee. I was planning on just hanging out with you guys and Ida, but she left. So why not do this live? I'm gonna look for some varieties if the coin is in good shape, but Johnny says, you're stronger than I am to wait. I could start with that roll first, I suppose. Let's do that. It's a real shiny 1994, but don't need that. Kind of beat up. What are you guys up to today? Another 1997. Oh, one thing I don't have up. Here. Yeah, I lost something here. I have to open up. I always like to have my list because I haven't searched halves in so long. I forget some of the things I'm really looking for. Oh boy. All right, I gotta go here. Got to go here. And I'm looking for my coin error list. There it is. Listening, lurking while working. Gotcha. Jaji, what do you do? If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? Hey, Silver Shark. Okay, so hold on. I think I have that list open. I thought I opened it. Oh, I started working on a database of cumulative sales figures from the U.S. Mint. And I got to tell you, the data that you get from them is so convoluted. It's tough making any sense of it. I'm going to pop it up here on the screen. Because the whole idea was with this, hold on. Just bear with me a second. You'll see it at if it works anyway. Are you going to work for me? Oh, it doesn't want to work, I don't think. Come on, baby. Dang it. It doesn't want to pop up on the screen. Well, anyway, the whole idea, I've got a spreadsheet here of cumulative sales figures that I downloaded from the US Mint's website for their products. And what I wanted to identify were trends in, let's say, their sets like silver proof sets, their uncirculated sets, their gold coins, and then get a trend line. And so I could determine potential popularity, of the next release. But like trying to make any sense of the database is going to take a lot of work. For example, they have years in with the product identifier. The product identifier changes over time. So, you might have one identifier as UNC set, UNC set, and then I think I saw uncirculated set. So there's, how I'm going to tabulate all this data is going to be pretty tough. Okay, so Jaji says, I do license verification for a software company, data analysis, emails, okay, and meetings for my main job. Cool. Very cool. I'm talking about data analysis right now. It's not for a software company, but I like that kind of stuff. All right, anyway, I didn't want this open. Let me save it. Save it as a workbook. Okay. Why did not my coin error list did not open for some reason? So we got to try to find it again. Sorry, guys. It's like one of those days. It woke up, it's 50 degrees out, and I'm having trouble waking up. I've only had 2 cups of coffee, though. I think that might be the problem. All right, coin research, coin error list, open. Come on, baby. It doesn't want to. Oh, there it goes. Whew, finally. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we can get this up on the screen. Let's try it again. Coin error list. So sometimes OBS has a problem. So I'm going to remove, and then I'm going to add a new source. I think it's window capture. And the question is, where are you? Where did it pop up on my screen? I'm going to have to move things around here for a second. Nope, it's not there. It's not there. I'm thinking it might be behind something, but I don't know. It could just be that it doesn't want to work with me today. It doesn't want to work with me today, so I'll just have it open over here. Silver Shark says, I have 50 Litecoin and I don't know how to cash it out. Does anyone here know how to? I am the wrong person to ask about that. But if anybody here can help out Silver Shark, let her or him know. Jaji, Music Man Coins. I also have a home music business and work part-time also for local university doing music licensing. Jaji, that's awesome. I love making music at home. Okay. Do you do any music yourself, or do you just produce music for other people? I'm familiarizing myself with some of the things. Of course, the 1970, the 1987 plus anything after 2001 is NIFC. We know that. Looking for 72, 73, 77, 82, 83, 89, no initials. Potentially 1977 silver, if 11.5 grams. I'm really looking for the 1971D, DDO, 72P, or 74D DDOs. The other ones are really hard to find, so I might just pass on those. And of course, any proofs or anything like that. Okay. So, Jaji for other people, musical theaters. Awesome. I had an invitation once to produce a soundtrack for a local movie production here in the Detroit area. And I was really busy at the time, and I didn't take the job. And I kind of regret that, because I thought that might be a really interesting thing to do. But it would have been really hard, because it was like 20 years ago, and I only had a mini disc recorder, so that would have been tough. Technology these days is amazing for music production. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do my album without Pro Tools, for example. All right. Hey, Silver Bull, AZ Coins, thanks for coming in. We're just hanging out. I'm going through some halves, and it's kind of shooting the shit, really. Have some coffee. Good morning. Yeah, it was an early morning for me, getting the kiddo up and ready for school. I've got to do some stuff around the house later, but I got these boxes, and now I got the bug again after picking up those customer wrap rolls and finding the 5 40%ers in them. I'm like, oh yeah, this does feel good. I think I went through too many skunk boxes, and it really got me feeling, like it's all a waste of time in my area. And it might still be, but, what the heck. If I got a little bit of time to do it, it could be fun. David Carlisle's in the house. How's it going, bud? Happy Friday. Pro Tools is the way to go for music production, in my opinion. Oh, it's such a crazy, robust platform. Like I said, I did an album on it, right? And I'm still only familiar with maybe about 20% of all its capabilities. It's scary how much there is to learn about it. It took me a long time just to figure out, how to do what I did. It's time to kind of I'm looking at my rack mount system here right now, and I haven't used it forever. It's time to get a new one though, because my I got a Digi Design 002 rack mount interface, and it shorts out on me, the mics anyway. So like I would be using my professional microphones to do streaming, but after about maybe 5 minutes or so, something shorts out, and all I get is static. Well, I can't say all I get, but I get a lot of like static coming through the mic lines. So I'd have to shut it down and restart it. So we got something shiny here. Let's see what it is. 1994 D. Very, very pretty coin. Not at all what I'm looking for, though. $18.74p. Silver Bull says, yeah, I had so many skunk boxes, but with the coin shortage being announced again, more people are bringing in junk drawer coins. Yeah, it might be. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for some kind of dump. I mean, excuse me, collection dump. Here, until I find something to put on the scope, we'll just put Mr. Googly Eyes or Mrs. Googly Eyes here on it. Oops, why am I doing that? There. Silver Bull 30, it depends. If it's a really high quality NIFC, I will put it with the rest of them that I have in a roll, and with the intention of one day just selling it, as a full roll of NIFCs, high quality NIFCs. But yeah, for the most part, if it has even one mark or any signs of circulation wear, I just throw them back in. It's just a novelty, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a silver pet rock. That's exactly right. It's kind of funny. We had like the little one had a school open house the other day that they did virtually, and I just put that up, and it was kind of funny. So, all right, let's look at this 71D. There's nothing on the 72. Yeah, people start thinking about Christmas. I hope, I hope that the season is a good one. If there's anybody who is desperate and they need some cash to just kind of dump their collection. I mean, I don't like, okay, so I'm not saying I hope people are desperate, but hey, if people are, taking advantage of the opportunity is not unethical, in my opinion. Oh, look at those the ring of death marks there. Crypt marks. Centennial. Part of the reason why I'm waiting to do that one is just because, if it's something to look forward to. So, I'll just show you guys. This one kind of looks silvery to me. And then the other side is nice, kind of really, really, I mean, it could be artificially toned or environmentally damaged in some way. So this is kind of a roll I'm looking forward to opening. Nothing else really seems silvery on the ender anyway. But you never know. You never know. Beautiful, 1986. Except he's got a giant scratch mark on his cheek. So you find yourself a really high grade thing from the early 80s, it might be worth hanging on to. High grade, though, which is very, very, very hard to find in a circulated roll. Most of those will come from a uncirculated set, but you never know. Again, sometimes you find a Blazer Lincoln set, in a circulated roll, is because somebody dumped their collection. All right, well, let's just have a quick look here. There's a die break there between the 7 and the 1. You see that going? I'm not really looking for die breaks. Chaji says on eBay 2002 to 2020 P&D Kennedy $50 NFC. How much do you think they want? I'm going to say, oh, is it $64? Okay, now that's crazy. You know, wow. I was going to say like maybe $10. I don't think they're going to get $64 for it. Look at that D though. Does that look interesting to you? Doesn't it look a little angled to the right? No, I'll put mine up on eBay. If it sold for 64, I'll put mine up on eBay. I've got a couple of rolls of really nice ones. Like I said, like if it's even scratched, I will put it right back into circulation. All right, so here I'm gonna take a closer look at the 1971D and add an extra coin here just to make this roll. So I usually repackage. I repackage my rolls as soon as I'm done. I don't have a bank where I can just take the coinage back, and this is too much money to put in the Coinstar. So let's see here. I'm gonna go around the world. This does look interesting. I see mechanical doubling on the east side of the G there. I see it on the N as well. I see starburst effect going around the fields. So I can, yeah, this is definitely a die that's sort of on its last leg. It's been polished. Try to make it right. So I fully expect die deterioration doubling, which is, I see some in that inside of the R there. I see a die break on that Y. So this is going to be a potentially, I mean, this die is on its last leg for sure. For sure. So anything that I might see in the devices, I'm gonna save this one because I think that's a pretty cool die break. There's 2 die breaks so far, and that's just on the obverse. It's so I mean, I like some pretty dramatic die breaks. So coming off the Y there, and then coming through from the 1 and the 7. I think that's just die deterioration there with the D and the N. Hey EC, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. I got a couple of boxes just kind of going through. We're gonna look at the reverse. So I'm gonna save this for late state example on a 1971D. Look at all the starburst over polishing lines. I don't see any cool breaks on the reverse though. But that obverse die was about to shatter, I think. What do you guys think of my assessment there? Yeah, look at that mechanical doubling there on the L. Really nice shape for a coin from 1971 that's been in circulation. So yeah, I'll save it. What the heck? Obverse die break 1971D. Obverse late stage die breaks. And that's it. It's a cool example. Oh, Silver Pearl 30 cents. It's a keeper. Yeah, if you get a nice little example of something like this, I mean, and you don't really need the 50 cents. I wonder if I could find, one that's even closer to being a shattered die, because that would be cool. All right, so let's do this one. Yeah, that was roll number 3. All right, what do we got here? 1996, poop, bicentennial. I mean, I always flip these coins just to see if we got some rotated reverses, but again, if it's poop, I don't even want to look at it close. Wait, what's on a 1977 D? There's a DDO at In God We Trust. This is a decent coin, I think. Let's just look at it real quick. No, I mean, oh, it's all good, EC. It's good to see you too. Thanks for dropping in to say hi. I appreciate it, man. (1972) P also has a DDO at the date and In God We Trust. But this is not it. Silver Bolt 30, can't stand bicentennials when hunting. Man, they minted a lot. I know. Well, the quarters are a little bit different story for me. The quarters, I just save. I don't know why. There might be something wrong with me. But I will save the bicentennial quarters. But the halves, oh, I can't stand them. Maybe I just like the drummer boy. I don't know. Judgy says also on eBay 2002, 2003, and 4 PD Kennedy $half. Sick coin. $12? Dude, somebody's making a killing on them for real. Wow. Hey, Rarest Find. How you doing? All right, I'm going to start putting some of these on eBay. Wow. Even though I'll tell you, eBay, there's, charging like close to 14% now. I think I tabulated it from the last sale I had, which I sold my reverse proof American Silver Eagle set. Well, I picked up 3 of them. Whoa, what happened here? I think somebody soldered the date off this coin. Check this out. 1974. Anyway, so yeah, I picked up. Their fees going up is insane. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what? I'm gonna start. If I have to offload stuff, I'll start doing auctions again on YouTube, because, even when I did them before, even when something didn't sell at full market value, it's still, sold, and I made more money than if I were to sell it on eBay. No. I shouldn't even have looked at that one, honestly. Let's see. EC says, I was born in 75. All the 76 coins for me. Oh, the bicentennials. Okay, so Lady Opportunity loves them because, yeah, she's born in 76. Yeah, it's just like so common with the halves. I mean, how many did they mint? Here, I'm going to check real quick. I think it was in the billions with the halves, and I think the quarters are fewer. Let's check real quick. I got an old book that I use just for that. $1976. Okay, it wasn't the billions, but let's see here. If you include the just the Philly and Denver, you're looking at over 500 million on the halves. 500 million bicentennial halves. And then with the quarters, well, you're looking at 1.6 billion quarters. So why am I keeping the quarters? I should keep the halves. All right, I guess I like the drummer boy. All right. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Why keep the quarter that has 1.6 billion of them out there? That's stupid. But I do it. I do it. So whatever. That's a nice 1971D. Let's look at it. Let's see. Like Joe, I love the quarters. Just the halves I can't stand. And yet there's half as many of the halves as there are quarters. Actually, a third as few. Aren't there a few errors filled D in the bicentennials? I believe there are, but is the filled D necessarily an error? Or is it just a die chip? Well, I guess it's a minor error. It seems like people hoard the quarters. Yeah, I hoard the quarters. I'm one of them, and it doesn't make any sense. It's just you collect what you want, I guess. No, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, there's the bicentennial. But again, I'm not even. Ooh, man, that's a nice tone 1980p. Here's a 1974D. Let's look for that doubling of the trust. Don't see it. Don't see it. You gotta love when you find the coin that still has its original patina, though, and a really nice luster. Hey, you take it easy, everyday opportunity. Thanks for dropping in, man. Have an awesome day. I'm sure I'll catch you later. All right, no silver in this one. So I'm looking forward to that one roll. Now, does it hurt more if you haven't found any silver? You get to the one roll you think it does have silver, and it ends up not having silver. Does that hurt more, or doing it now and it not having silver and then not having anything else to look forward to? That's the question. That's the question I'm battling. On the bicentennial quarters, if they are in BU, you're looking at $2 and 108 sold, only 8 left. Wow. That's the half. Oh, quarter. Oh, really? That is a surprise. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful luster in the 81. Yeah, down $2 for a BU quarter, huh? Well, I got a couple of rolls of those. All right. Time to start listing stuff on eBay, I guess. Spray can coins. Welcome to the house, man. How you doing? Papa Giorgio. You too. We're just going through some $50 boxes that I picked up from the bank. I got the bug again after I found some silver and some customer wrapped rolls yesterday. That I don't know, I didn't tell you guys unless you were over in Ida's channel, but the bank teller was trying to talk me out of them. Sneaky. Wait, hold on a second. What did I just see here? Silver Bull says, and those bicentennial quarters sell often on eBay. One even today. Looks like the seller sells one every 3 to 4 days. Wow. So, okay, no, the NIFC says, okay, and Jaji says another NIFC on eBay, 2002P, sold for $2.70 each. Wow. Wow. So it's like the clad layer on this thing is coming off. What? Now, let me throw this here. I'm going to show you up here. See that? I wish Paula were here because I think to myself, what causes this? Is that technically a planchet error? Because it doesn't look like anybody rubbed it off. I mean, granted, it's a pretty well worn coin, but you can see the copper coming right through it. Papa Georgia, do you know what causes this? Is it just age, or doesn't look like it tumbled around in a dryer or anything. It just like it's got circulation wear, but that is my question. It'd be awesome if you know the answer, so I don't have to write an email. I hate writing emails. It's unusual. Papa Giorgio says, I'm not sure. I thought it could be a chemical reaction. That's possible. Some kind of environmental reaction. Wait, I don't want to. Yeah. Jaji says, that's what I would think. Something is eating the coin, or was eating the coin. Maybe it's on the ground. Whoa! All right. Let me see something here. See it? All right. 1969. 40%er. I'll take it. Oh, and an NIFC 2018. It is not in great shape, though. I mean, it's got a nice finish, but it's got a lot of circulation dings and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, that 1969, I'd call that what? It's about $3 in melt. What do you think? 1969D, and Kennedy's got a booger on his nose. Not in great shape. Somebody draw that on his nose? I don't know. No, it looks like some kind of scrape. But hey, I think it's like about $3 in melt. Am I crazy? Oh, 1982. Ring of Death. Hey, thanks, Spray Can. Appreciate that, man. I'll catch you later. Thank you for dropping in. Please hit that like button. Honestly, I'll never get 1,000 subscribers, so I don't even know why I say that. All right. Oh, there's a G. That's all right. Hey, I'll take a 40%er any day. Just turn 50 cents into $3. Okay, Silver Bull 30 says $3.34 right now. So yeah, you just took 50 cents and turned it into $3.34. Sure, it's small change, but what's the percent return on that? Let's take a look at this 2018 D. Well, I'm going to keep it aside for now, just so you know. I know what I found. I'll be putting it back into circulation, though. It is always nice to get a find, you know. I mean, hey, would I prefer to have a Drake bust or Walking Liberty or something like that? Yeah, maybe even a Barber. But come on, you never expect that. I don't expect that. I just appreciate what you get, right? Doesn't hurt. Let's look at this 1974. No, not wide enough. No matching. I'm gonna remind myself, I want coffee. It's starting to get cold. And yes, that was roll number 9. Let's take a look here. We found a couple of interesting, if not, not valuable, but interesting coins. It's always nice to talk about some of the weird things that you find. It's 1974D. That's in really nice shape, I think. But no DDO. At least not the one I want. So far, all of these have initials, if not partial. That's not even worth looking at. All right, roll number 10. Right here. Bam. Papa Giorgio says, Silver Bull said, always finding one early keeps the hunt fun. Yeah, for sure. So, and then I'm off to work, so I'm hanging, Joe. Hope I don't get on your nerves. Oh, no. Hang out. Silver Bull 30, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. Papa Giorgio said, last box I had 2 missing halves, so I was out $1 right out of the gate. Oh, that sucks. You know, I'm one of those, I get excited like if I'm doing a roll of pennies and a dime comes in, like you get a dirty dime and I'm like, woohoo, I just made 9 cents. I'm sorry that, if you were out $1, I've had that happen too, where they're like somebody stuck 2 quarters, in the middle of the roll. I always weigh my rolls before I return them too. They got to weigh like 7.9 to 8 ounces. That way I don't have to count it. But lately, like I said, I'm putting them right back in once I go through it. So, and I have like a stack of extra halves for filler if I pull one out, Papa Georgia says, I did find a Denmark 2. Okay, I'm going to try this. Rigsbank Skilling, 1818 in a box. Did I pronounce that right? Rigsbank Skilling, I'm guessing. That's awesome. That is amazing. I have never found anything that old, I don't think. No, I haven't. Jaji says, I'm one of the weird people that pick up coins off the sidewalk, even a cent. My wife thinks it's weird. I do that. Oh, man, you know what? I found a comic strip a long time ago where there's these 2 kids, and they saw this rich guy, he's like wearing a top coat, bend down to pick up a penny. And the girl says, "Oh my gosh, can you believe that rich guy just picked up that penny off the sidewalk?" And I think the boy said that. And the girl said, "Well, maybe that's how he got rich." You know? So I do the same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, you found a war nickel on the ground. Hey, you find something like that, it'll keep you going for a long time. I have never found anything metal detecting. Oh, here's a gold-plated 1977. That is not toning. It's always pretty cool to see that. I collect these. I think I have like about 4 or 5 of them that I found. So that's cool. I would call that a miscellaneous. Yeah, I think it's about time to take that metal detector back out, After Labor Day, it's allowed around here at the parks. And just experiment with it a little bit more. All right, this seems like heavy already. Let me see. I know I took one out. Nope, it's only 7.5. Sometimes there's not enough roll. Okay, anyway, let's open up some more. Silver Bull says, I saw a guy try and cash in rolls of pennies with dimes on the end at a gas station. I couldn't believe it. He almost got away with it too. Cash in rolls of pennies with dimes at the end of it. I don't understand that scam. It seems like if he's trying to cash in a roll of pennies with dimes on the end of it, then he's giving more money than he would get in return. Papa Giorgio found a Merc dime when he was a kid. That may have started his interest in coin collecting. Well, that would for me too, because that design is just incredible. That's awesome. Do you still have it, Papa Giorgio? Let's see. It was a dime roll with pennies in the middle. Oh, I see. Okay. My grandma rolled them. Yeah, right. Okay, that's the scam. I didn't even get the pennies inside the dime roll. They should be a little bit too thin for that. That's probably what gave it away. That wasn't didn't look right or feel right. Okay, Jaji, I'm going for a walk with you next time. Okay, so I was at Kroger, which is our local grocery store, I would say about 2 months ago. And, you go to the self-checkout machine, and what's sticking out of it but a $20 bill. So somebody got, extra money out of it and didn't collect the money. So here's the question. What would you do? I went to the customer service desk and I gave it to them. But I'm not going to say I wasn't tempted to pocket it and call it a score for the day. Let's see. I still have it. Oh, Papa Giorgio still has that Merc dime he found. Oh, you scratched it up to see the date. Oh, you didn't know about it. Oh, that's all right. You still have it, though. It's more of a sentimental thing now than a numismatic thing, you know, that's cool. And you learn something from it too. You can always remember. Yeah, Georgie, I think, you know, because that's not really a score. Now, if it was in the parking lot and I found a $20 bill, which I have found before, you look around, you see if anybody's scurrying to find the $20 bill that, you know, got lost in the wind. You wait a minute. If you don't see anybody to return it to, you put that in your pocket, because that is a parking lot find. But in at the register, you know, somebody's probably like going to come back. Guess what we have right here on the end? This is roll number 11. It is a 40%er from 1966. I was hopeful that that was one. It kind of looked silvery, but, you know, sometimes like the 1970s, you know, really worn coins can look like that. So I didn't mention it, but yay! That is 40%er number 2 out of this box. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. 1991. Really beautiful 1991, except for that ring of death. Ah. So far, 2 40%ers. What is this doing here? Oh, yeah. I forgot what I was looking for on that one, but it didn't have anything. Nope. No doubling. So that was a good roll, I'd say, with a 40%er. I am getting excited about these boxes again. No more skunk boxes. Well, at least I just jinxed myself. At least for today, anyway. All right, so let me just weigh these. Yeah, 7.9, so we're good. I added one. All right, roll number 11. Not that that matters. Lucky James Eller. How you doing, man? It's been a long time. Yeah, we got another 40%er silver bullet. You can see what we found so far in the last day up here. But for this box, just these two. The customer rolled were these 5. And then we have an NIFC. Oh, no! Don't say it. Don't say it. 1964. 90%er. Boom! Thank you very much. That was roll number 12. It does look different. I'm sorry. When you look at the 40%ers compared with the 90%ers, it's just a little bit different. Wait, let me do it this way. It's just a little bit different. So we'll put that up there. That makes me happy. I was so depressed about looking through boxes again. It's just like, oh, I'm going to waste my time. You can't find anything anymore in this area. You guys, I'm going to throw this rusted one back into circulation. It's not rusted. I'm sorry. Do you think it's a good idea, or should I hang on to it? I'm not going to hang on to it. Nah, it's going back. Going back into the wild. Silver Bowl. I'm having as much fun as you are. That's awesome. Hey, hey, turning 50 cents into $6. That's right. Or $3 for the 40 percenters, man, that's what it's all about. Thank you, my bank who got me these boxes. I'm going to have to, that girl, the teller who was trying to talk me out of the customer halves. I have I know I have a Tim Hortons gift card around here. That's going to go to her. That is going to go to her. Even though she was like really trying to talk me out of it. She said, well, I usually try to count them to make sure that they're accurate. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure you do. Centennials. But she deserves a little bit just for being so nice. And I know she was disappointed, so I want her to be on my side, Hang on to it for a month, otherwise you will regret it. You think I should? That rust or the corroded one? All right, I might. I usually don't, but you're right. You know what? At least if anything, I can ask the question and find out the correct answer about this. What makes it do this? Was it sitting underground? What chemical could do that if there's a chemical reaction? You're right, Papa George. I am going to hang on to it. And yeah, you're right. Thank you for saying that. Be like, whatever happened to that? It's an unanswered question. If anything, it's an unanswered question to remind me to learn something more. That's awesome. She's going to think you really scored now. You're right. Well, I'll make it'll be I think it's a $10 gift card. Tries to count them to look. Yeah, that's exactly right. She tries to count them to look for the silver. I didn't see any doubling on the 74, so let's take that away. And the 71D. He's going to think, what was in those rolls for him to bring me a gift card? She might, but honestly, I take the tellers. Usually I just take them gift cards as thank you anyway, like $5 ones for Starbucks, buy them a couple cups of coffee. Or I don't know, it might be just one cup of coffee these days. But just, because they go out of their way. They've got to carry these boxes from the vault, all the way over to the counter. And, and I don't return the boxes there either. So it's just a thank you, so they can keep doing it for me. I think it just makes everybody a little bit happier. All right, so that roll is not full. We'll wait till the next one. Yeah, maybe it could be. Maybe it could be something. I would. Papa Georgia, why don't you do it first? That way I don't have to write an email. Plus, you found them before me anyway. It would be a good idea to write that. I mean, you have 3. That means I think I found those before too. I'm sure other people have the same question. That was almost a no FG, but I saw it's partial. Little blurbs, with no definition. Bicentennial, 1979 with the Ring of Death. No thank you. 74P, 71D. That's really well worn. Not worth looking at. And another one. 74. Okay. Sometimes it's hard getting the last coin. Oh, that worked. Cool. All right. Papa Georgia says, yeah, I have like 4 to 5 submissions to the Q&A that I need to send. I'm a slacker lately. Me too. Papa Giorgio, I can identify with that. I still haven't sent those. I don't know if you were in my stream, but I went to the local coin shop and I picked up a bunch of Morgans that turned out to be pretty cool VAMs, but some of them I could not attribute entirely. And so I was going to send them out to Annex to have them attribute. They might be new discoveries. I don't know. And I have not done it. I have not sent them. And I still owe Paula. I've got to send her the 1954 Bugs Bunny Benji to, it's a late die state, but it's a Bugs Bunny, and just to verify that. And I told her I'd send that like 2 months ago. So slacker right here. Hey, Bo Palmer, Coin Hunter. Hello. Welcome. And it could be, you're absolutely right, Papa George. It could be a plancha error for that particular year. I remember my buddy had a Buick. It was a white Buick, and this is like back in the 90s. And all the paint flaked off of that Buick. And come to find out that it was a problem not just with his car, but with like a whole run from that factory, because they got the chemical mix wrong in the paint. And so all those Buicks, the paint flaked off of them, which really sucks for him. But same principle though, right? If it's a planchet problem, it's going to affect a number of coins, and we should know about it. They probably know about it. Bicentennial and a cut coin. Okay. Papa Giorgio says, I have 2 CUDs that are not on CUDs on coins you need to send. All right. We should call this the Sharp Slacker channel, where all the slackers hang out. So Bo Palmer, so far, we found in customer wrapped rolls, we found 5 40%ers out of the 6 wrapped rolls that I had. And in this box, we found 2 40%ers and 1 90%er and an NIFC that, is nothing to write home about. There's no silver in this one. And we are on roll number 15 so far out of the box. So I got to tell you, I'm happy. I'm excited. And I don't feel at all okay. I feel slightly guilty about not doing any housework yet. It's mostly yard work that I have to do because it's October 1st and Halloween is coming. Cold weather is coming. You got to get that stuff out on a nice, beautiful day like today. But this is fun. Okay. I think that's right. Coin Junkie AG, what's going on, bud? Great to have you here. Okay, Bo Palmer saw the 5 this morning on Ida's show. Rock on. Yeah, that made me all excited, and so I'm really excited we found the 2 40s and a 90. I mean, it's a Kennedy from 1964. It's no big deal, but so far we haven't found, and we found the coin with the clad layer wearing off in a very odd way. Not that that's worth money or anything that I could tell, but it is interesting. So far, no DDOs. And somebody said, bring on the snow. Bull Palmer says, bring on the snow. I'm not ready for that, man. I've got to take my snow blower in for service because last season I couldn't even start it because the primer bulb, actually, I'm not even taking it in service. I'm just going to order a new primer bulb. I can take care of that. The primer bulb got old. And, you know, it's like rubber, and when it gets old, it can crack on you. And once it cracks, then it no longer has any pressure, and you can't get any gas into where the gas needs to go. So let's see, what's this one? It's all marked up. 1973. It doesn't look like there's any silver in this one either. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's really cool. Let's just take a look. That's good enough to look at. Nope. That's not good enough to look at. Yeah, I'm ready to go make go sledding. I'm ready to take the kiddos skiing, make snowmen, stuff like that. But I'm not ready for the traffic, the maintenance, and all that. Let's see, Bo says, oh, you can get one for under $5 at Ace Hardware, Sharp Rifle Coins. Just pay in $half, right? Do you know, like, I never pay in $half. I imagine that you would get, you know, some weird looks. But I mean, not that I care. It would be funny. I should take that in. Bo says, Joe, I was searching a box of dollars and found 4 SBA wide rim near date. Oh, Susan B. Anthony wide rim near date coins. Nice. And an Andrew Jackson presidential dollar missing the brass layer, the manganese brass layer. That is cool. Wow, you found some wide rim ones. That's awesome. What are those worth now? I mean, I think about. I remember when I found one. What was it, like right around $10 or so? And if it's missing the layer, does that add to the value? Oh, that's awesome. Silver Bull 30, mine is supposed to be coming today, and because none of the other ones my family ordered arrived yet, I've got to take the one I'm getting today, not even open it, turn around and ship it out to my customer that bought it on eBay. So I'm a little sad about that, but at least I'll have 2 more to expect. Now, this is not doubled where it's supposed to be. That's a 1974D. You can see that U, I think, and the R, but I would classify that as die deterioration doubling. If you guys disagree, let me know. But I think, here, let me sharpen it up a little bit. Most people would say it's doubling, it's doubled, but it's not increasing the width of the devices. I don't really see any. It looks flat and shelf-like. Tell me what you think. Bo says, well, their SBA's wide rim are between $15 and $100 depending on the coin. I imagine the condition too. Yeah, that's cool. That's great, man. Nice find. Neighbor had a yard tiller that wouldn't start. They bought a new one, took the old one for free, replaced the carburetor for $30, runs like new. That's awesome. Yeah, that's one of the problems with our country. And no offense to any particular people, but we have such a throwaway society, that people would run into a problem like this, and they would go out and often buy a new one on credit, as opposed to just doing a little bit of work or research. All this stuff you can learn how to fix. If you don't know how, you just go on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube these days. With a little bit of effort, and a small investment, make the thing run like new again. Anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Really nice 1982, but it's got lots of dings. Not high grade enough. Chaji says, not the DDO. Okay, exactly. See, that is exactly what I was thinking too. But I like to pop stuff on like that, for anybody who's not as sure. And trust me, it took me a long time. I would get excited by looking at stuff like that. Say, oh, and now it's like, okay, now I know. Especially if you diagnose the other parts of the coin and you look at the die abrasions that were right above it, you can go around a bit. There's probably some starburst effect. There's die deterioration doubling around the nose, I think. So anyway, I'm not an expert. If you look at that S, though, it looks like there's a little die break on the upper serif of that S. That's kind of cool. But I'm out here, kind of that one. Nothing really special. Okay. Well, that. Again, I don't put everything up here. It's just if I think it's a nice coin, then and it falls into that range of stuff I look for, like the 72p. That is also not a DDO. Got some dings on it. That 72p, not even look at. Or bicentennials. Okay. I've got to refill my coffee. Oh, I'm slacking here. Why does it seem like it's way too full? Yep, because I put an extra coin in. It's 8.3 ounces. Why did I put an extra coin in? Go figure. 7.9. That'll work. All right. Over there. Did I take a coin? That may have had an extra coin in it. That may have had an extra coin in it. I don't know what I did. Anyway. Papa Giorgio says, I did the same thing with a leaf blower. They had bad gas in it and tossed it to the curb. Cleaned it out and it runs like, that's awesome. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you gotta, if you leave the gas in there too, sometimes you gotta get a new hose because the gas can like gunk it all up. So you don't get a new hose for it. But Mantic Coins was on. They found me a 74D DDO #1 on their last stream and in super nice condition. That's awesome. Yeah, Mantic Coins, I would definitely trust to identify that. That's awesome, Coin Junkie. I'll take it. Yeah, it's not all just about the silver, even though silver's nice. And there's no silver in this one. Let's take a look at this shiny one, though, because that could be an IFC. Nope, it's a 2001. Okay, well, it was still shiny. Throwing coins. Bicentennial. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that was a dud roll. So we will be on roll 21. We've had some success, I would say. But it's starting to slow down a little bit. Okay. Let's get back to chat. Any of you guys are welcome to come up if you want. Let me throw out the link here. I think I put it in the beginning of the chat. Maybe think about it. No, I don't think Mantic Coins has streamed in a long time. I think he got busy with research or something. I forget what they said. But super knowledgeable, though. Somebody popped in. Coin Junkie AG.
Good day, good day.
Good day. How's it going?
Good. Just got in from work, jumped on the tube, and here you are.
Yeah, that's right. Midday stream. How about it?
Very cool.
It's like daytime television. What's that?
Any luck getting anything?
Oh, yeah. So far in this box, we found 190%er. This Kennedy.
Oh, for sure. Always. What is that? About $10?
I think so. Maybe like, I don't know what the melt is right now. Maybe like 7 or 8.
It's still free silver, right?
90% silver. And we found 2 40%ers that are probably about $3.34. I think, I forget. Silver Bull did the math on that, I think.
Hey, very cool.
I'll take it.
It's better than we can find here in Canada, but we don't even get $half anymore. I'm lucky if the bank maybe every now and then somebody brings some in, and I might score a little bit of silver here and there with the $half, but super hard to find.
Do you hunt for them?
I do my very best. I mean, I get pennies, a lot of pennies, quarters, and dimes, but as far as the $half, it's just whatever people bring into the bank to dump off at the teller, right? They don't bring in boxes or rolls or anything like that.
I gotcha. Yeah, I like finding Canadian pennies in my penny rolls. I mean, most of the ones I find are copper, which is really cool, but every once in a while I find an old King George, what is it, the 6th?
Yes, sir.
I find a King George.
7 and behind, and then 37.42 or something is the next George.
Nice. Yeah.
I bought my copper pennies too. I mean, when you take into consideration that a Canadian penny is worth almost 3 to 4 cents in copper, I mean, I think it's worth a penny.
I would say so. I mean, it's worth throwing it in a bag or something, right?
Yeah, the thing is that I totally understand that here in Canada it's illegal to melt them, but there's nothing wrong with the U.S. melting them, as far as I know.
I don't think we are technically allowed to melt them.
Really?
Yeah. This is just a NIFC, another 2018.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Silver Bull said the 90 percenters worth $8.16.
Nice.
So
And for now,
hey,
but if that goes up anytime soon, and it could very well, then a few more bucks in your pocket.
why not? Either way, it took 50 cents sitting in this roll, and now it's $8 or $3.
Yeah,
So
gotta
hey,
love it.
when you factor it all out, I'm making minimum wage here or less, but I'm having fun. So who cares, right?
Well, that's it. Hey, that's why I never stop my penny rolls. And I'll be honest, my coolest find, and this one's a hard one to believe. I told a few channels already, but I found an 1898 5 ruble in a penny roll, which is an old Russian gold coin.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because it's a couple grams, right? So I mean, I was like, yeah, buddy. At first, I thought it was copper because I was like, who's gonna throw away gold, right? And I looked it up, and it had the weight, and it was nice and heavy. It's beautiful, and it's just sitting there for the right time, right?
Well, that's definitely one that I personally would send in for encapsulation, not necessarily for grading, right? But you have to get the grading.
Yeah.
So you protect your investment, and it shows authenticity.
Yep.
Have you done that?
No, because I mean, to test for gold, you can do a few things, right? You can measure the size, you can measure the width, you can do the ping test, and I mean, you can look up most of the information yourself to verify it. Because I mean, to match gold and to fake it, one of the ways is with tungsten, and then you would dip it, but you still have a problem with the size of it, right? It's very hard to match the actual size of gold because of its weight. So as long as you check off all the other boxes, you should be pretty good.
No, I hear you 100%. For some reason, for all my gold, I like to send it off for the most part. Just I think it protects the future resale value, but
100%.
everybody has their own. What's that?
But in Canada, we don't have PCGS and Annex and NGC and all the good guys,
Yeah. Good point. Very good point. Hey, Treasure Trolls, Michigan, how you doing?
I have a coin that I personally believe is a super cool error, but like you said, I have to get it verified. And it's a dime that was struck with quarter dies. So it's a dime planchet with the design of a quarter die on the front and back.
Well, that's amazing.
Super amazing. So I did send it into the Q&A. They were a little bit iffy about it because obviously they don't have the coin in hand, so they can't really appreciate the coin for what it is. But truthfully, I think it looks legit. I've compared it to other known examples that have been graded, and it looks spot on. It weighs the same as a planchet from that year. I don't really see any tool marks on it to say that somebody like downsized a quarter and cut it down. And the other fact of that is that I'm not sure how you would get the coin to get thinner, right? And match the exact same weight as a dime from that year. That's a lot of information to kind of put together to make a fake. But that being said, until I verify it, I can't really say myself, right? I'm not a pro.
Well, you answered one of the first questions I was going to ask, and is that are there any other examples out there?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Same year and everything.
So, and then you match it up.
Exactly. And mine was spot on. But when I sent it into one of the channels to kind of give me their opinion, they were undecided. Some were saying that, it's, we think that personally somebody might have whittled down a quarter. They weren't. One of them said that, yeah, maybe it looks pretty good. You know what I mean? It's just not having it in hand. It's hard to tell. And I gotta respect that. It's true. I mean, it's always better to have the coin in hand so you can actually see, you can measure, you can do all of the things that you need to do in order to identify what you have.
Yeah, from having people email me in the past their pictures of their coins, and sometimes it's really difficult. You're not seeing it three-dimensionally. You can't roll it around. You can't look at the way you want to. So I can get it. So that's why a lot of them, they're hesitant to make a determination.
I mean, you tried it. My camera will show it.
Oh, what's this?
To show
Oh, bicentennial. Bicentennial. It looked like it was another gold-plated, but it's not. Whew, some ugly coins here.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. And the best part is I got it from the bank. So it was a score. So I went and I asked, do you have any half dollars, any dollars, anything laying around? They're like, yeah, we got a little pouch of half dollars, some dollars, and some, some other stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll take it all. It was only like about $13 worth. And I figured that, worst case scenario, I could just take it back to the bank. So when they gave it to me, there was actually a silver dollar, a silver half dollar, 2 silver dimes, and then these odd looking coins. And I was like, you know what? I'm totally gonna take these. So I grabbed them. I went to my truck. I started looking on the inside. So I pulled aside the silver, which is just super exciting by itself. But then I see these coins that look totally off, and there's 2 of them. And I'm telling you, it's just I think I have a super super nice score. I believe they call it a wrong planche.
Can you show it right now?
Yeah.
I'll pop it on the screen.
Looking for it right now.
Pop it up. Let me change the layout here. And wait, I kicked them out. All right, let's see. Can I make it the screen just you?
Oh, Jesus.
No, take your time, bro. I'm still figuring out how to make sure that you are the only one on the screen.
Yeah, no worries. Just making a mess here. Oh, found them. Beautiful. Now be prepared to have your mind blown. Because this bad boy gets me excited anytime I see it. Let me just see if I can prepare.
Hey, Treasure Trolls, Michigan. Where are you from in Michigan, bud? I'm in Michigan as well, so that's what I'm asking.
Let's see if this works. Where did it go? Can you see that?
I can see it. What are we looking at here? It looks like is that an offset or strike?
Sorry, it's a Canadian coin. So it's a Canadian dime planchet struck with a 1999 design of the quarter.
Wow. Can you show us the rim?
Kinda. Well, here, give me a second. Let me see if I can get it out.
Okay, Treasure Trolls, you're down in Monroe County. Rock on. I'm up here in Macomb, but I have some friends that live down there in Monroe.
Let me get a glove on because I don't really want to touch it.
All right, guys, we've run into some ugly rolls here in the third stack, but
and then for somebody to actually fake it and then like take it to the bank, I don't know.
Well, you'd be amazed what people do with coins, right? But that's a really odd fake. I mean, there's probably
it's a finished edge. There's no scratching. There's no like lip from being like cut down. I can't see how this would be cut down from a quarter.
No, that looks amazing.
It's clean. I mean, if somebody whittled this down, they would be like a professional machinist, like not to leave us like any sort of like design flaw or from scratching. And like I said, how would they get the coin thinner and get the weight bang on and everything? Like this coin is slightly larger than a dime, but simply because I figure getting hit with a quarter die must have been powerful and flared it out. Plus, it's not being held within the collar, so it got hit. It's got a nice clean strike. I mean, that is to me a gorgeous looking error. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. I guess the question is, on the rim of your typical dime, does it have a smooth edge or a reeded edge?
I believe they have a reeded edge. 1 second. Let me see if I can find a 99, because some of them I think had rounded edges, some of them had smooth edges. Where would I find a 99 dime right now?
Kind of where I'm going with this is, does that one have the same edge? Does it match? Because it should still have the same collar, even if the die were different.
Let's see. So I think part of the coin has some edge left, but I think through the process of being struck, it lost most of it. Like it got flared out flat because it is slightly wider than the dime, but only by a little tiny bit. I'm gonna see if I can find you one of the same year. This way we can try to compare it.
If Papa Giorgio hit the nail on the head, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like, you think about how it struck, right? And the pressure of the strike is going to expand the coin out into the collar, and then it should have that kind of reeded edge.
Well, yes and no, because we're hitting a dime in a quarter collar and die, right? Which is bigger than a dime, so it's not going to reach the collar unless the coin itself is not centered and offside to one, like a left or a right.
Oh, maybe I got it backwards then, because I'm thinking it was a. Okay, so you're thinking like a dime planchet was fed into the quarter feed.
That's the only way I could see it happening. Like how else? I mean, the other way around would be what? That the quarter dies were there, but it was still struck, set up for a dime planchet to be struck within the collar.
That's what I was originally thinking, but it
kept
doesn't work like that.
inside.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Inside.
I'm just working the process out in my head, and I'm a little slow.
Oh, no worries, brother. I mean, it's not like I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know enough to get me into trouble. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So, and plus, this is YouTube words. You know, somebody's gonna get me for saying something wrong, right?
Oh, nobody gets anybody. It's just like, we were all learning. I don't know too many people that would call themselves an expert. As soon as they, call themselves an expert, then I don't really trust them.
So I can't find the 99 direct. Where am I? Where's that?
Let me know when you're ready. I'll pop you back up. Okay.
Yep, I'm on again. So that's a dime. And you see the one that's the strike, the error beside it, and you can see that it still has some of those little, what are they called, like denticles or little dimples. So you got some of that design still left on it. And the second the second one has a little bit more of a rim, and you can see a little bit of that reading left. Not so much on the first one that I took out and showed you, but this one you can see a little bit of that reading. So this one did get struck within some sort of collar, but I guess, like you said, I would have to match it to a quarter if I'm thinking it got hit within a quarter collar. Unless the reading is done afterwards. I don't know if that's something that's done through the upsetting mill or if something that's done within the strike.
That's a good question. And Papa Giorgio had a good point too, to check the thickness of the dime stock with that other coin. Have you done that?
So the error coin is slightly thinner, which would make sense if it's spread out a little bit wider. So the error coin is slightly thinner than the dime, a regular dime from that year.
That makes sense to me.
So that's what I'm saying. Everything says check mark, check mark, check mark, except I'm not PCGS and the big boys saying, "Yep, here it is. It's in a slab and it's 100%."
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, you could think about sending it to Annex.
No, I would love to send it to whoever. The problem is I'm in Canada, and I don't trust sending this over and making sure that it's never going to get lost. like the coolest find ever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it would break my heart if they ever lost something like this. Like, I don't even care if they give me the money for it. You know what I mean? I can't get it back. I can't
Trust me. Even though
refind
I'm
this
in
at
the
a bank.
U.S., you still get nervous. I mean, that's just something you have to get over, because
Yeah.
you're releasing it out to the wild. I mean, all you can do is put your faith in the system, have tracking and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and God forbid something happen. Oh, I get it. Trust me.
Oh, jeez, man. It just gets, like I said, look, I get excited just showing it to you because I'm so jazzed. You know, I paid, the lady thought it was a nickel. So she charged me a nickel at the
That's
bank.
amazing.
Yeah. So I got both of those so 10 cents for those two errors. That's why I tell people, listen, anytime you go to the bank, ask. I don't care if they tell you no 10 times, because I've had that happen. No,
Oh
we
yeah.
can't
I
give
mean,
out pennies. No, we can't give out pennies. Guess what? On try number 11, there was a different manager and a different teller. And guess what I got? A whole bunch of pennies.
it never hurts to ask, and always be polite.
100%. They're just doing their job.
That's right. Because you never know what's going to happen. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd be stoked too if I were you. I could hear the excitement in your voice, man. That's
Oh, I
that's so
am a little kid because I've never seen something like that. And then when you look it up and there's known examples, this is something that has happened before. It's not something out of the normal possibility. It's uh, as a coin nerd, I love it, man. I really do. I search coins essentially every single day of my life. There's not a moment I don't have like a scope or you know what I mean, a loop in my hand and I'm checking for an RPM, a DDO, some sort of error. It's just totally my thing.
I started driving around with a loop in my car just in case.
I always have that just in case loop as well.
Yeah. This really, I'm looking at this 1989D that, oh man, it's just gorgeous, but
Yeah.
it's, it's AU, unfortunately. It's hard to find really gorgeous looking coins in a circulated roll, but it's got it's got a lot of dings, but it's original patina and luster. Anyway. Papa
But yeah,
Georgia says
actually
expert
cool.
slacker.
It was one of the, I think it was their like farewell stream or something like that, and they usually give away a couple of rolls. You know, you put in your bet, and they either pick your name or they don't. And
Wait,
I
who's
got both
that?
Mantic coins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's how I got that 74 DDO, man. It's super cool. It was one of the last rolls of the night, and they just pulled it out, and it was like essentially almost like a AU, almost Unk DDO, man. It's just super beautiful.
Definitely a keeper. Definitely keep. I can't tell you how many times I've been on, some stream and they're coin roll hunting, and they come across, a 74D, and they throw it up on the scope really fast, and you can barely see it, and they're like, "Oh, that's a DDO." Like, "Oh, that's a DDO. Oh, it's beat up.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you." I'm like, "Wait a minute. No, it's not."
I mean, you can give me
Like,
the 50 cents, but it isn't a DDO.
all right, exactly.
You know
But
what? But
no,
it's
man.
pretty tricky because even in the beginning, I thought everything was a DDO, especially with mechanical doubling, with die
Oh yeah.
deterioration. I mean, you get so much thickness, so much spread. Even on those 74s and 71s, the die deterioration kind of sinks the middle of the number or the letter, kind of making it appear like a split, but not really.
That's right. Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot to really. I mean, but you got to go through that. Like me, I just said, you know what, screw it. Get the mistakes out of the way, and then you'll get to the truth eventually.
Once you actually see one in your hand, it's hard to go back to thinking what mechanical doubling is any true form of doubling. You just have to experience it, like you said.
So one of the coolest things I ever saw. Well, not the coolest, but a very cool example. I don't know if I can show it to you guys. I'm gonna do my best here. Hopefully, I don't expose too much over here.
See, I'm showing the 1971. You see the top of the one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's totally mechanical die deterioration doubling right there. You know, all through the 74. You can see it.
Well, the
You
74,
are,
the 4, you would see that nice split towards the back of the 4 on that
yes, you
arrow
would.
sticks
Yep.
out.
Yes, you would.
So
Oh, you
what?
want to pop something? Here, hold
When
on. Let me get you back up here.
it's just a cool little thing. Like, let's say you got 2 pieces of paper. Okay, one way
Hey,
to
archaeology,
in a
Mikey.
doubling was shown to me like this, where you can see this is notching, this little line here is a split, this is separation, the overall is thickness. So if you grab 2 pieces of paper and just slightly separate them, offset them, you can really get a good example of what you're looking for on a coin, because it's right there. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it, right? There's notching, there's separation, there's thickness, just by doing that little example.
That is a really good point. That's awesome. I like that illustration.
Oh, I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I think it was Chuck over at Copper Coins. He just had 2 little post-it notes, and he had all these little like arrows pointing to this part, that part. And listen, this is what you're looking at. This is separation. If you had 2 full letters on top of each other, this is what's gonna look like. You're not gonna see A, B, or C. You're gonna see this specifically. And then once you start reading up and you start to learn all the different processes between class 1 all the way up to class 8, or what he likes to call class 9 now because of the new style of doing the coins. But
I
yeah,
have to admit, I'm a bit of a slacker in terms of all that stuff. You know,
it takes
I
time.
do
I mean,
need
you
to
just do
read
bit by
more.
bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it definitely takes time and experience. You know, I spent a lot of time though on Variety Vista,
Oh yeah.
and you know, looking at the different pictures. Even though I could tell you that sometimes I'm thinking to myself, "Holy God, this is mechanical doubling." You know, and they
Yeah.
show it as a TDO, and I'm like, no, it can't be. You know, so I
I
think there's a lot of still disagreement. You know.
will with before Mr. I think it was James Wiles, the guy that used to do the pictures for them. Now I think he no longer does it for them. But I actually got a few quarters into him before he was either fired or to quit. And you can actually see 3 or no 2 or 3 new discoveries that I found of DDRs, and it says found by Coin Junkie on the Variety Vista website.
Oh, right on. Hey, what's going on, Duck? How you doing, John Rock? Thanks for coming in, man. So, does
That's what
anyone need
that sort
any
of stuff
change?
just gets me so geeked out, and I would love to get into the FIFA Stanton though. I do have 3 new RPNs and a few double dies for 63D that are not out yet, or at least I haven't found them on any websites. So I'm trying to get those verified to see if I have new discoveries there.
Oh, that would be cool. John Rock asks if anybody needs cases of coins where he's at. He has endless supplies. Never seen a coin shortage anywhere where I live. And John, you're in New York, right? So someone, if you need coinage, contact the Duck. And Bo Palmer says, anyone going on the mint in 20 minutes to get the limited edition 2021 silver proof set, American Eagle collection. Now, Bo, I don't typically go for the limited edition silver proof sets because I've found that they don't retain their value. But I'm on the fence because I don't have a Type 2 American Silver Eagle from San Francisco. And I ordered 4 on the enrollment program, and they never fulfilled my enrollment, right? They just canceled it on me, unlike with the W's. And you go and try to get one right now, what are they, $135 if you're lucky? So for $235, I can get this set, which comes with one of the San Francisco. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get one or just order the San Francisco?
I don't know, but that 4 and that W look very suspicious. It almost looks like splitting and a little bit of notching towards the top, or is that just
Doesn't
my?
it? No, that's why I kept it up here.
Yeah, it's just
Bo
because
Palmer.
that W towards the top, you would say that looks slightly separated and notchy, and then this guy over here, it's just when you get these worn coins, it's sugar. I mean, because I think there are other mild double dice for that year. not all of them have that super strong separation. But see there, it kind of goes away. But you could kind of see it towards the top of that back serif. Ooh,
I'm gonna hang on to this one just to look at it in more detail later
yeah,
because that it's the 4 that really piqued my curiosity.
yeah.
The other the We Trust, which you commonly want to look at, is so worn down. I
Mm-hmm,
don't think
mm-hmm.
you'll see any split or
Even if
notching.
there was, yeah, it's hard to
Yeah,
see it.
yep. So I'm just gonna take a look at Variety Vista later and about that 4 and see if I can if there's any other dye markers, anything like that. But anyway, but that was not flat and shelf like, so that's why I threw
Yeah.
it up. But Bo Palmer, hey Paula, thanks for coming on. I hope you enjoyed having the grandkids over. But Bo said he got the set from last year and sold it for $700. I don't know.
Nice.
I mean, that's amazing.
Jeez.
Maybe you must have flipped it. You must have flipped it right away because
That's awesome.
yeah, in my experience, like I got one, I think from 2018, and I bought it for pretty much spot. And then I looked on eBay. I'm like, these coins are not retaining their value. But oh yeah, David, like, hey Sean, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's
Oh, thank you for
awesome.
having me up, man. It's always nice to chit chat and talk coin, right?
Always. I'm going to be here for a little while. I still have 21 more rolls to get through. And then I'll probably eat lunch or something. But I'm throwing up the link again in case anybody else wants to come up. Paula says, my granddaughter is still here. She's watching My Little Ponies. That's awesome. Wait, is she watching My Little Ponies Classic or the Next Generation? That's the question.
I think for now I'm gonna jump back into chat, go take care of the little ones while the missus does a little bit of grocery shopping. But thank you so very much and big pleasure, man.
Oh, yeah, same here. Thank you again, man. Always a pleasure. And
Awesome.
congratulations on finding those coins. You probably don't have time, but I was gonna say, well, no, Paula's seen that quarter struck on the dime planchette.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
seen it. Yeah. Never mind.
All right. Thanks, bud.
All right, see you later, man. Enjoy your afternoon. Paul, you're right. Coins do rock. So far, we found some silver coins in this box. You can see them up here for the most part. Let me put this back a little bit. Oh, hold on. Sometimes it sticks. There. Slowly back away. So we found one 90 percenter in this box and two 40 percenters on this box. And earlier today, well, I didn't do it on camera, but I found these 5 40 percenters in customer wrapped rolls. We got two NIFCs, but you know how I feel about them. They're like, bleh. But hey, we found some cool stuff. Oh, and Paula, any idea what would cause this? Papa Giorgio says, this is a 1974 Denver. Papa Giorgio says he's found 3 of these where the clad layer has worn off in very weird, very strange pattern. There's no real, there's circulation wear on the coin, but it's not, nobody buffed it off. There's no scratching or anything like that. We were thinking some kind of chemical reaction, but I don't know. Maybe if you've seen it before and you know. Otherwise, we're going to send it into Live Coin Q&A and see if anybody has an experience with those. Just a curiosity, Just a curiosity. Exposure to something acidic or environmental. Okay. Maybe somebody spilled some Coca-Cola on it and let it sit there for a while and it just wore away. Environmental damage. PMD. I think that's pretty much what we were all thinking. Thank you for confirming that. It's always nice when Paula's up or some of her caliber is on. So I'm not going to regret throwing that one away. Or back into the wild, I should say. I don't throw coins away. I promise I don't. I'm one of those where if I'm taking my pennies back to the Coinstar, and you know how the Coinstar will like shoot out coins that it doesn't accept, I will sit there and wait until the last gross corroded cent gets accepted before I cash out. Anyway, Papa Georgia says it looks like Mikhail Gorbachev had. I remember Mikhail Gorbachev. So is this kind of like daytime TV? I thought about streaming at night, but there's so many streams going on at night. I'm like, maybe I'll just be the daytime TV channel. After Ida, people are at home doing their thing. You can join in. You never, will get a whole lot of viewers. I looked at the statistics, and most of the viewers on YouTube are at night. But, I still do want to stream. But sometimes it's hard. Especially finding the time. Papa Giorgio has been binge watching Grimm at night. Grimm. Is that like the brothers Grimm? Oh, I think I've heard about that. Is that like the two brothers that go and fight or solve supernatural mysteries and stuff? I think I've seen a couple episodes years ago, back when I had cable. Now I only have like the internet, so I've got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and HBO Max. Bo Palmer, Coin Hunter says, sorry, Sharp Eye for Coins. Got a phone call. Did not flip this set from last year. Just sold it a month ago. Wow. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for joining in. Sorry you got a phone call. Sounds like you got to work. But feel free to hang out after your phone call. So maybe I should look into that limited edition set. It's 10 minutes. I have to make a decision in 10 minutes. I don't have a 2021 American Silver Eagle Type 2 from San Francisco. The limited edition set does have that. So if I get one, then I'll have the San Francisco. I could buy the San Francisco one for $135. I don't know, guys. I'm on the fence. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's on Prime, Sharp Eye for Coins, all 6 seasons of Grimm. I'll have to take another look at that. I don't spend a whole lot of time watching TV. I lied because I just finished Goliath season 4, I think. Well, the latest season of Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton, and it's actually I really enjoyed that show. 1972D cut coin. Here's a 1972P. Has pretty good luster still. Let's take a look at this. Looks like a die break going through that 7, or no, something just hit it. Never mind. Something just hit it. All right, nothing. Something hit it. was looking at. Oh, ring of death, circle of death, whatever you call it. Okay. Here you go. Archaeology, Mikey just threatened us. I will be back. Come on, silver, right? Well, this is a shiny one. Let's see, maybe there's an NIFC here. No, it's just a really, really shiny 1991. That's the second one. But alas, it's a 1991. So we found a bunch of silver in our first 10 rolls, and then it's been very slow ever since. Here, we'll look at the 72p. Bo Palmer, can't wait for season 4 of Yellowstone. Now, I have not heard about Yellowstone. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I thought I saw. Making sure I know what I'm looking at before I say anything. But this is nothing. Okay. I haven't heard of Yellowstone. So the algorithm on my TV must not be doing me any favors and kept that one away. What's Yellowstone all about? I mean, besides Yellowstone, okay, don't say that, please. All right, imagine the setting is Yellowstone. What is it about? Like wilderness management? Is it about wolves? Is it I don't know. Wait, what's this? What's this, you guys? What's this? Hold on. Let's see. 1965, 40%er. And roll 33. That's a little boom. That's a little boom. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, chicka. I'll take it. 1965. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm starting to feel pretty good. You know, not too shabby. That's another $3. Did anybody do the math on the ROI for 50 cent turning 50 cents into $3? Let's see if I can remember. You just basically divide 0.5 by 3, right? No. Yeah, so that's not right. Divide 3 by 0.5. 600%. %, ROI. Kevin Costner, Mr. Field of Dreams, Waterworld. Hey, Mrs. Coin Crew's in the house. How's it going? I'm still debating, Mrs. Coin Crew. How about you? Silver Bull 30 says 668%. That sounds about right. I'll take that return on investment. I know it's small dollar, but Mrs. Coin Crew is doing well. That's great to hear. Are you going to get it? I don't know if I want to do it. But if I just want the San Francisco ASE, then I know I have to spend $135. Well, how much is it again? $235 for the set. Let's go to the US Mint website. I know I'm feeling, oh, she's locked out. She forgot her password. No! At 2 minutes. I shouldn't be doing this with 2 minutes left. $235. It kind of seems worth it, doesn't it? For if I have to spend $135 on the San Francisco, for an extra $100, I can get the rest of the coins. Guys, help me out. What should I do? Should I get it? I wasn't going to, but it has been bugging me that I don't have it in San Francisco, and it would really bug me having to spend twice what people paid for it to get one, and I do really want one. I know, Paula. I know you don't think it's worth it. I mean, I've got the quarters with the silver proof set. I've got the Kennedy with the silver proof set and the dime with the silver proof set. The only reason I'd be getting this is for that San Francisco American Silver Eagle. Sean Rock, just kidding. 2 minutes left. I know. They're not all gone. Oh, I don't know. It's so cheap, and I haven't been really impressed with the quality of their stuff. The packaging is cheap. I think I might just splurge on San Francisco. Try to find one at the local coin shop as cheap as I can. I think I'm gonna pass, you guys. Product limit 50,000. I know from fact, aside from what Bo Palmer said, he sold his for 700. I don't think I would be able to sell mine for 700. So I think I'm gonna pass. It's just, see, Paula, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pass too. I think everybody's passing here, and that's okay. You know, yeah, I think Bo Palmer, Coin Hunter, said he sold his for 700. If I read him right. I mean, that would be amazing, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait. I have time. You know, once the thrill of I think it's gonna go down in value. You know, a lot of people are putting them up for 135, 150 on eBay and stuff, and that 4 doesn't have any notching in it. Okay. Exactly, Paula. I'll let him chime in and tell you. Let's see here. I sold my reverse proof ASEs for $335. It's coming in today. I won't even be able to look at it. I gotta just turn it right around and ship it out today as soon as I get it. Because the customer is getting a little bit mad with how long it's taking, but you know, I told him, I mean, it's a pre-sale. I don't have it in hand yet. Don't bug me anymore. Bo got one. He said it only crashed once. Well, I think that might be a telltale sign that they're not going to sell out right away. I think a lot of people are feeling what we're feeling, and just that they're not entirely worth it. But God bless you, man. You collect what you want. You know what I mean? Silver Bull 30 says, on my card, I have 3 Morgans and 2 Peace dollars, and then the S still on back order. Oh, wow. Paul is like, I have last year's set, and no way it sells for 700 unless you found a sucker. LOL. Well, I'm glad you said that. Hey, man, you know, you find someone who's willing to pay that, and it's worth it to them. I don't think that I could sell mine for even $235 if I bought it. You look at them on eBay, and I saw them going for like, well, I can't say that it was last year's set, but I saw a bunch going on, you know, for 190, 210, you know, that price range right there. So I just didn't feel confident about this year's. Even though, hey, I know it has the Type 2 San Francisco, but I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. I made my decision. But let's go to the website and see if there's any, if they're sold out already. How many minutes past noon is it? Oh, it's 3 minutes. We'll wait for 10 minutes past noon, and we'll try to see if we can add one to our cart. We'll measure the demand for it that way. We'll keep checking for the next hour. Let's see. It was on Facebook Marketplace, LOL, sucker. Oh, man. I know what Paul is thinking is that coin dealers have a code of ethics. But it all depends on how it's presented. John is on the last stage. He just got a hit by any more. Got a promo code. Promo code for that limited edition set. Oh, I don't know. I know since I've ordered a few from the Mint, all I get is free shipping. I didn't know they had like promo codes out. They might. Not sold out yet, says John. All right. That's 5 minutes. We'll wait like, I think, another 5 minutes. The reverse proof Silver Eagles took, what, about an hour to sell out? Almost no FG on that. Oh, you guys, remind me, how many of those were the product limit? Was it 100,000? I think it was 100,000 product limit for the reverse proof. I think. I'm getting distracted here. Let me weigh this. 7.9. Okay, perfect. So reasonable to assume this one being 50,000, which would be half as much, that it would take only about a half hour if there's the same level of interest. Just my guess. I don't know. Bigfoot Silver Hide and Seeker, welcome. What's going on? We are just going through some rolls of halves and talking coins. Did you get the limited edition proof set? Live coin Q&A right now. It says I can go on eBay right now and buy last year's limited edition set for 180. Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw too. I think I said what 190 to 210 or something like that. So yeah. So, you know, again, you know, everybody collects what they want. They find value in that. But in this particular case, I would only want it for the San Francisco. And I'm just going to wait and buy that San Francisco down the line. Make me feel more complete. Or trade it for one of the W's I have. It's another option. Throw in something extra. I think the W's are not considered as desirable. That's, yeah. Well said. If somebody asked me, hey, Joe, do you think this is worth, X amount of dollars? I always tell them exactly what I think, but it is what it is. I'm not always right either, what do you have to go on? You have guide prices, aka the Red Book or Numis Media, a number of websites. You have the idea of scarcity. How many of the coins are available at one point in time? Like, could you just go out and get one, right? If you can't, well, then maybe it's worth somebody just. Why do people drill holes in coins? Anyway, so if you just can't get your hands on something, I could see spending a little extra on it. And personally, I spent extra on coins on YouTube auctions frequently, either because I like to support the channel. Okay, mechanical doubling. Or there's like some sort of jackpot drawing or something like that, and I want to, get an entry. So that's why I do it. But I know that I'm doing it. It's all calculated in my head, what it's worth. Anyway, okay, Paula says, I have an American Silver Eagle Type 2 San Francisco, so maybe we can make a trade for something. I'll trade you the cost of what paid. How's that? Well, do you have a W? I'll send you, dang it. That would be awesome, Paula. You tell me. Let's chat soon. No. No, I take it. Don't let that offer expire. You would make me feel so wonderful getting a San Francisco. But what would you want for it? Do you have a W? If you don't have a West Point, I know because I would not send you the one I have because it's got a booger on it or something. But I sent the other two out for grading. I anticipate getting a proof 70. I would send you that. Would you like that? This is the one I have that's a W, and no, she doesn't want American Silver Eagle. I don't collect them. We will talk. Okay. All right. Let's talk. I've got lots of stuff. I'm sure I got something you might like, but it's not going to be that that proof that 1909 proof penny that I won. Oh no! Wait, what is this? I see. Never mind. Dang it! I thought I saw something all silver, but I did not. So far, we've got 3 40%ers and 1 90%er in this box, but not in this roll. There's nothing silver that I see. Oh, shame. There is an F and a G. John asks, which West Point do you have? Indy or proof? Huh? Did I say a matte proof? Wait, what? Oh, no. What was it? It's in my. It's in deep storage. What was it? It was from the Big Show. It was that 19. I think it was a 1909. Hold on. It was the kitty coin. You remember that? I was positive it was in the 1909. Proof. Lincoln wheat cent. Oh, no, it was the Indian head penny. That's right. That's right. It wasn't the wheat. It was a, yes. Duh. Man, I need more coffee. That was a long time ago. And it is in deep, deep storage. So I couldn't pull it out. I'm sorry. Not without making a trip. That's a 1972D. Sorry for the confusion. Paul says, I would never ask you to get rid of that. Okay. Well, I made you a promise, though, and I have not forgotten that if anything ever went sour and I had to get rid of it for any reason, you will be the first person that I contact. And I promise you to always honor that. U.S. Mint had 2 West Point ASE coins this year, and uncirculated, and the other one are proof. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Thank you for clarifying. I have both. I got 2 of the uncirculated, and I got 4 of the proof from West Point. That is mechanical doubling there on the U and the S and the R. You may have an extra San Francisco too. Oh, hey, I'm interested. I'd like to get an ASE from, each mint and year. And I'm really upset that the mint canceled my enrollment order. It just sat in processing for like 2 weeks, and then I didn't even get a notice in my email or anything like that. And they so I went onto the website. I'm like, what's happening with my order? And it just said canceled. And I called them up. I'm like, what happened? And they're like, we don't know, sir. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? It just seemed like it wasn't processed. I'm like, well, can you like change that? It should just be like a click of the button, right? She's like, no, I'm sorry, sir. I'm like, well, surely somebody canceled their order, or maybe there's something unfulfilled. You can find one for me. And she said, no, there's nothing I can do. I said, thank you very much, U.S. Mint. You dashed all my hopes, all my dreams. Okay, maybe that's a little dramatic. Paul says, that has a lot of sentimental value. I'm so happy you have it. It is loved. I mean, when you take it, so I've taken it out before and brought it back here and looked at it, and it is not, it's unusual beauty. It has like the rainbow toning to it that is incredible. I mean, it's if you didn't look at it, you just saw it and looked at the slab or something, and just kind of glanced over, you think it's like a brown coin, right? But when you look at it in the light, it's got a secret surprise. It's pretty phenomenal. So yeah, it's loved. I hate having, you know, a lot of my collection away from me. But I feel like I have to do that. I have a tendency of putting things up for auction. I would not want to do that. Plus, there's the security issue, you know, like God forbid my house would ever burn down or something like that. I do not keep the majority of my coins where, you know, they could suffer from either a house fire or theft or anything like that. So anyway, I've heard about people losing their whole collections to fire. So that scares me. Hey, G-Dub, what's going on? John says, I am trying to get an uncirculated West Point. I have proof West Point. I have 2 proof, but I need 1 uncirculated West Point. Well, John, I think I have one. I'm almost positive I do. I'd have to just dig it out. I believe I have 2. If I can, you know, if there's something I'm kind of interested in, I always try to buy 2 if I can. You know, because I always want to make sure I have an option, like, you know, so I can keep the better of the 2 in case one of them is flawed, especially with U.S. Mint coins. Because lately, it's been bad. But also in case, you know, someone else I know might want one. If I can afford it, that's what I try to do. Get 2. Silver Bull says, I have an extra John Ruck. Right on. Make the trade. Okay, now, wait, let's check. What time is it? 20 after 12. Let me go to the US Mint website. Refresh. Add to bag. I'm going to add, what's the household order limit is 1. Add to bag. Check out. Okay, so I can still get one. That's 20 minutes in. So remember, I predicted 30 minutes if the product limit was half as much as the reverse proof Eagles, which I think was a limit of 100,000. Let me just double check that. Let me go back to product schedule 2021. I was relying on you to double check me, you guys, but nobody did. So here we go. Limited edition 21 silver proof set, American Eagle collection. No, that's the limited. Didn't I say I needed more coffee? Paula! Have a great day yourself. Thank you so much for stopping in. Here is the reverse proof. Okay, the mintage limit was 125,000. Took about an hour, I think maybe an hour, 15 minutes for them to sell out of that. The mintage limit on this limited edition set is 50,000. So I'm thinking maybe between 30 to 40 minutes as a measure of equal demand. Just rough, you know, it's not scientific. So let's give it, you know, 30 to 40 minutes and see if we can still order it. So far, I can still add it to my bag, so it's not sold out yet. Okay. Oh, my coffee's cold. Oh well. 10 more rolls to get through, and we have one of them that kind of looks like something silvery in it. So I'm hopeful for that, but even if it's not, I'm still happy. 190 percenter and 3 40s in this box. 5 40 percenters from 6 customer wrapped rolls this morning, and 2 NIFCs. So hey, I'm not upset at all. I'd say this was a worthwhile venture. So, I'm not going to count my money until the fat lady sings, but so far we know we made a profit at least. There are still 16,000 left, Joe. How do you know that? Tell me, where did you go to find out that number? I learned so much from you guys. All right, here we go. This is roll number 40. Here we go. Ew, that was gross. What is that? Don't want to know. Don't want to know. What's this? 1977. That was weird. Okay. Very strange. Yeah, definitely need to know how you've got that tally. It's 1979. I think it has, okay, just a touch of a G. I think I'm ready for lunch. Leftover fried chicken. Keto fried chicken with pork rind breading and celery sticks and bacon. Well, we got an NIFC. It's 2003, but it's going back into the wild because of the ring of death. Bam. Ew, gross, gross, gross. So, sorry, not keeping it. Silver Bull 30, are you still there, sir? How did you get that number? Is there some kind of tracking website? Does the Mint tell you? If so, let me know, because that is really, that's information I did not know was available, and I will use that in the future. Okay. Talk to me. All right. Well, this is weird. It almost looks red. 1978. People color the rims and edges. Fools me sometimes. I guess y'all left me. That's all right. I'll talk to myself for a little while. It's not that unusual. Beautiful, beautiful 1979D. But I have a bunch of them. Can't collect everything. 2013 NIFC. It's got some circulation wear. All these NIFCs I will put back into circulation, but I'll put it aside for now. Deborah Waltz is here. Hello, thank you for keeping me company. Hugs to you too. How are you? Great to see you. Bo Palmer Point Hunter. When all 50,000 of them sell, that is over $11 million the Mint made on the set. I believe it. That's gross, correct? So we don't know what their operating costs are. But I'm sure they're going to make a nice, hefty profit since they're skimping on the packaging. They've skimped on the quality so far, and I'm sorry to keep saying that. So far, I haven't been at least this year, I have not been happy with the quality of the coins. All right, nothing here in this roll. 1973, 1971D, not even worth looking at because it's got crypt marks. Well, Deborah, sorry you came in at a slow point, but so far we've found in this box 190% Kennedy and 340% Kennedy, 3 NIFCs. They're all up there on, with my weird fingers up. What? There they are. Deborah got bit by a spider this morning, but otherwise doing good. Ooh. What kind of spider? G-Dub, I keep really nice NIFCs, really nice ones, with not a whole lot of wear at all. Only if they're BU or close to it. And then I put them in a roll, and my intention is to sell the whole roll one day. But, if it's got bag marks or scratches and stuff, then no, I just throw it right back. Yeah, it's not too bad for a whole box, but I hope you're feeling okay, Deborah. I guess I always say that I don't always say this, but I hear that in the course of a year that the average person swallows like 3 spiders in their sleep. So I don't know. I think I'd rather get bit by a spider than swallow one. Just my thoughts. My gross thoughts this early afternoon. Yeah, John Ruck says this year they had the little cardboard boxes. The other year they had a nice metal furry ones or velvet. Yeah, it's just terrible, cheap packaging, thoughtless. Deborah, I don't know, never saw one like this before. He made himself at home in my living room. And he was a biter, huh? Eesh. I am sorry. Yeah, I found a giant one trying to come into my living room the other day, but he didn't last long. I don't like the spiders that are big enough to look at you and like consider who you are. You know what I mean? Like when I lived in Florida for a little while, I remember running into a wolf spider, and they like to camp, above your door for some reason. And this one, man, I saw it looking at me, and he was eyeing me, or she was. Who knows? I slowly snuck my way in, shut the door, and got bit on the neck by something, and came down with a lung infection. My neck swelled out, and I didn't know what it was that had bit me until about a week later. I found that same wolf spider under my couch. My cat had killed it. So that was fun. Anyway, what a rambling story. It's good protein, Deborah says. Gross. Silver Bowl 30. Okay, sorry, Joe. I had to take care of something. You go to the item, left click, view page source, then click Control F and type data available. Cool. Let's do that right now. Go to the item, left click. Wait, let's go. First, let me refresh. I'm on the US Mint website for the limited edition silver proof set, American Eagle Collection. Oh, it's not loading very quickly. Hey, Perry Moreno, welcome. It's redirecting me now. Okay, I could still add one to the bag. Okay. Did you say view page source? No. It says resubmit the form. No, let me just go back. Let me go back to the schedule. Okay. Clicking on the link. Okay. Now, I guess maybe what should I click on? All right, view page source. Got a couple shiny ones. 1995. Beautiful 1972 D. Okay, and then Control F for find, and we're just going to type in available. Maybe I should type in, what does it say, data available? Sorry about that noise. What did you say? I have to scroll. Yeah, data available. Didn't show up in my source. So I'm going to go back to just available. There's 29 results. Is available. Available. 12,958 are still available. That's so cool. That is so cool. Thank you for teaching me that, Silver Bull. All right. So there's 12,958 still available. 35 minutes approximately after it opened. I said if you can count comparable desirability, 50,000 available compared with 125,000 available on the reverse proof sets, which took, I think, approximately an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to sell out. I predicted 30 to 40 minutes to sell out of this one. So let's say 45 minutes. If it doesn't sell out in 45 minutes, let's say is not as in high demand as the reverse proof sets. What do you think? Is that a safe assumption? What do you think? Is that a safe assumption? If it doesn't sell out in 45 minutes, you can say, it's not in high demand. I don't know. I'm just throwing out these numbers, you know? What do I know? I didn't get one. I decided to just wait for the San Francisco, somehow make a trade or buy the San Francisco outright, which might be a dumb decision. I don't know. We should see. You know, with my luck, by the time I get around to trying to get the San Francisco, it'll have gone up in value to $235, and I'll kick myself because I could have got this set for the same price. Yep. Thank you, Silver Bull. I so much appreciate learning these cool little tricks, man. That's really cool. I'm going to use that in the future. That is for sure. I always, whenever I got the view page source on a web page, it was an accident and an annoyance, All right, no silver in this roll either. A couple of shiny coins, but let's see if there's anything worth looking at closer. Scope for varieties. Whoa, what is that? No, a lot of people have $80, but not 235, right, John? I see that it's just a scratch going down his jawbone and hair. That's all. I thought it was something. Could be something, but nope. Oh, just type data. I didn't get that, but I tried data available. I gotcha. Yeah, that's a nice 1971D. Thank you. Nope. It's a nice one though. Denver 71 Denvers usually were really great quality from what I know and what I've searched. They really lasted. Man, that's a BU 1974. Oh, well, AU now. I see that huge ding in it. Yeah, just mechanical doubling there. Bo says, I would not have been upset if I missed this set, but I would have if I missed the reverse proof set. I think a lot of people would agree with that. I know I would. I'm happy I got 3 of them. I'm so happy I have family that jumped on it for me as soon as I asked. They had a really easy time ordering because they ordered about an hour later, and like the process only crashed once for them. Of course, I tried to order it the minute of, and it took me 38 minutes to get through that order process. So I'm sure a lot of you had the same experience. Well, I know a lot of you did. So we talked about it that day. No DDOs found in this box yet. 4 rolls to go before lunchtime. 4 rolls to go. G-Dub asks, is there any difference between the February 11th release of the Proof American Silver Eagle and the July 20th Proof American Silver Eagle? Yeah, were they different mints? Hold on. Let's go to the schedule. February 11th and July 20th. July 20th was the West Point 1 ounce proof. Type 2, that's a type 2. And the February 11th was, I believe, the type 1. Okay, so they have a different, yeah. So it's got like the, what is it called? The heraldic eagle? Is that what that is? So February 11th was the type 1, and the July one was the type 2. So big difference, different reverses. I had to go back to the schedule and remember what. It wasn't the mint, it was the reverse. Good question. So the type, I don't know, my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think about this. But my thought is that type 1 is the last time we're going to use that reverse design, right? I think they're going to be more scarce down the line and more valuable than the type 2. More people collected, and we're anticipating the type 2, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's just my thought on it. I don't have any data to back that up. Just maybe kind of a gut feeling. So hopefully you guys were able to get a type 1 This is really circulated luster. I just want to check real quick. Silver Bull says, I 110% think so. I think they're already in more demand. Oh, cool. It's always nice when someone agrees with you. If anybody disagrees, tell me why. All right, so this is one I was looking forward to. It's got this crusty toned ender, and it looks like maybe something silvery on this other end. So let's have a look. I've been looking forward to this whole box. So let's see. About to break it open, and I don't know. I haven't looked at it closely. Let's see. 1968. 40% sitting on the end. I knew it looked silvery. So that is 40% number 4. And we have 190% Kennedy. We will take it. The third to last roll. And that's the only thing silvery in there. But that's okay. Well, we'll see if there's anything else to look at. Ain't going to get mad at that. That's Silver Bowl. Boomski! That's the Polish version of Boom. 77 Philly didn't have anything unique in it, did it? No, I think it was just the Denver. So far, we haven't found one with no initials. That would be cool. Haven't found a proof, even though, a circulated proof is worth about what a circulated NIFC is worth, if you ask me. But, gross. Rings, markings, discoloring. What is this? Toned one, 1971. Well, that's ugly. I think somebody tried to artificially tone this one, just as practice. That's what it looks like to me. All right, we will put that back. I think that was only 7.5 ounces. Yeah, so I'll add another coin. Get it to 7.9. So I don't have to count it. Oh, it equaled 8. Beautiful. Gotta love when that happens. Thanks for the silver. That was a nice little hunt for sure. Thanks, Silver Bull. Oh, boom. We got something else in there. Second to last roll. Let's see what it is. It's probably a 40%er. No! It is a 90% Kennedy from 1964. Boom, chakalaka, boom, chakalaka, boom, chakalaka, boom. I'll take it. Not over yet is right. That is cool. Second 90%er of this box. Oh, I love that. Ding. I got to hear that one more time. A 90% ding. That sounds so much better than a clad. Well, this box made me happy. I didn't think that this was a waste of time at all. That's another $8. That's like, what, a 1,200% return on investment or more? No. I know, Silver Bull 30. It's boxes like these that definitely make you feel good and like you spent your time wisely as opposed to doing yard work. So I might. I'm not mad at this box. Right, Silver 30 wants to get a box now. Right? No, Gito, I mean, that's why I kind of stopped. I mean, it just got old because you're not finding anything. I started to feel like really unproductive and like it was a waste of time. And just like kind of on a whim, I talked to the lead teller at my bank and just say, hey, can you just get me just one time, give me 2 boxes? He was more than happy to do it. And boom, last roll. See it? $19.64, 90%. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask if he can get me 2 more. Because that is not, oh man, that is a nice one too. Some pitting. A good strike. Not too many bag marks. Got some toning on it. Original luster. Oh, those aren't pits. That's a fingerprint. I think it's eating away at that. But hey, there's a dark one here, but it's a dirty 1993. So, yeah, that was awesome. Oh, we got a 2008 NIFC. It's going to go back into the wilds. It's got its original luster, but it's been dinged up a couple of times. That's 4 NFCs. Let's go through these. 81, 3. Nope. So yeah, I'll definitely have to get a little gift card for that teller who really wanted to search those rolls for herself. It was so reluctant, but yet she did her job and sold them to me for the customer wrapped rolls. Let's make sure this is 8. Nope, 7.5. So let's see what we got here, you guys. We got Silver Bull 30. You have been here the whole hunt. Thanks for hanging out the whole time. David said, that is my thumbprint. Give me back my coin, man. So we've got 3. All right, so for this particular box, 3 90%ers. 2 of them are kind of dirty. One of them is really nice. We'll put it on Lambo Stackers sticker. We had the 4 40%ers. 1965, a 66, a 68, and a 69. That's the sound. That doesn't sound good. We've got the 4 NIFCs. Now, in the customer wrap rolls, we had the 5 40%ers. So all in all, let's see, 9 40%ers. I forgot, somebody calculated at $3.30. Hold on. This is melt value or approximate melt value. So, come on, calculator. 9 times $3.30. That's plus, let's say $8.25. right there is about, let's just say $55 worth of silver. How long did it take me to do it? Maybe about 3 hours, I think, to get through this. That's about $18 an hour. That's not too bad, I guess. Plus, I had a lot of fun, and we were chatting. So, the NIFCs, well, do any of them qualify to stay with me? Both of these 2018s are pretty nice. The 2008, no, for sure, no. The 2013 has its luster, but too many circulation marks, so no. You guys, I feel productive. Yeah, definitely. I could have gone faster. I was packing them back up and chatting and talking, and we were taking a lot of time, just chatting and stuff and looking at other stuff. So let's say $20 an hour, hey. But it's not about that. It's just it's the silver's fantastic. This is gonna go in the stack, and it's about really just hanging out. I really miss this. I really do miss this. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I think I'm gonna go eat lunch, you guys. Coin Junkie says, I be on my way back to the bank. Yeah, right. So yeah, I've got to find that gift card. It's around here somewhere. It's Tim Hortons. Oh, there it is. Tim Hortons. So she's gonna get that. Good old Jessica. You guys too. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Try to get outside. Hopefully it's gorgeous where you are. It is here. So I'm going to go for a little walk after lunch and then go pick up the kiddo and have some fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Man, I had a good time. So let's do this again. If you guys catch me, please, if you catch me in someone's stream and it's been 2 weeks and I haven't streamed, you are encouraged and more than welcome to yell at me. Because sometimes I forget how much fun this is, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm a slacker, I'll do something else, but this is so much fun. I gotta make this more regular. You guys rock. Oh wait, there was a 1974D sitting here. Oh yeah, that was the Weird 4. Well, I'll look at that later. Silver Bull says, count on me. Hey, you guys, let's raid Miss Southern Belle real quick before I go. Archaeology Mikey, can you put her link in? If not, let me see if I can find her. Let's see who's faster. You guys are just hanging out and you want someone else to chat with, I guess Miss Southern Belle is on. Let's go raid it. She's a lady from Georgia. She collects coins, makes tie-dye t-shirts. I'm going to throw in her link right here. And she's live. Only 6 people watching. Let's jump in there, you guys. I'm not even subbed to her, so I'm going to go and introduce myself. You guys, rock and roll. All right, I'm going to leave. I'm going to head out. Love y'all. You guys, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. I'll see you soon.